Hi, welcome to Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. Let me pull up my comments here. And let's put this here. Paste, enter. Just a little welcoming chat. This is a general reading for the fire signs of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I do like to start with a quick smudge. I have some sage here. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing the area. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the air signs. My name is Greta. Again, thank you and welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive reader. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. What would you like the listener to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. Oh my gosh, that's Spirit has a lot to say today. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Devil card. That can also rep and partnerships, a healing relationship, a healing partnership. Page of Cups, something new, big ideas, grand ideas, something coming to an end. Let's pull these down just a little bit. Maybe put them a little bit closer together. I do like you to be able to see those cards. If at any time during this reading you do have a question, do write that in the comment sections. I do try to answer all questions. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. What would you like the listener to know or to be aware of? I hope that Mercury retrograde is treating you well. I know usually, and the title of this is New People in Your Social Circle. And do you trust? Do you trust the new people that are coming into your social circle? And I think why I titled that is Do We Trust New People Coming into Your Social Circle? Is as a water sign, you do have new people coming into your energy, and it is going to be up to you to vet them, especially vetting during Mercury retrograde, where things are not always as they appear. So anytime we're reaching out or trying or starting something new during the month of August is going to require vetting. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. What would you like the listener to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Again, my name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. If at any time during this reading you do have a question, please do write that in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer that question. I do try to answer all questions. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the 10 of Cups. And I love that. 10 of Cups is the happily ever after. But the happily ever after that the Cups speaks to is the emotional and the spiritual. We can have all of the things, all of the stuff in the world, but if we are not emotionally or spiritually happy, it is hollow. It means nothing. But here I see you having it all. And that is something that you are created, or that is something that you are creating, which is demonstrated by the Temperance card. And the Temperance is the Alchemy card. And alchemy is taking one thing and transforming and creating something totally new out of something new from the old creating the new. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading here this evening. We'll put that there for a reference. And again, we start off with the devil card. And the devil can represent the sign of Capricorn, but Capricorns are really notorious for being very focused and being very driven. And the Two of Cups, which is coupleships, partnerships, working relationships that have a healing energy or bring in a healing energy. The Page of Cups, and the page is young, new, fresh. And if we look closer, we can see he has the chalice, and in that chalice is a fish. And that fish um, can represent the spiritual, but it can also represent dreams and grand ideas, new dreams, new grand ideas, fresh starts, fresh beginnings. And that is followed by the Ten of Wands, which is the bringing in of the harvest, the reaping what we have sown. It's like we've put in the work, we put in the time, we put in the labor. And now it's time to get our pay. Now it's time to get our rewards. You know, thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. There is changes. Thank you. Thank you. There are, let's do this. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. And so, career changes. Career changes. Let's do this. Tarot, let me make a little note of that. I'm just going to make a little note of that, Tarot Killer. Thank you. But I do appreciate your comments. Thank you, Tarot Killer. So, as you're trying to do that, just remember that that aids my channel. Thank you. There we go. Hopefully, that is what we have for housekeeping today. And back to your readers, or excuse me, and back to your tarot reading. This reading is for the water signs of Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. If you have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer anywhere in your reading, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If at any time during this reading you have a question, please do write that in the comment box and I will answer questions. I do try to answer any and all questions. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Cancer. And we were talking about reaping what we have sown, bringing in what we have sown, and healing relationships, big ideas, grand ideas. There's career changes this month that are coming in for you. And these career changes are directly related or based on your experience and your abilities and capabilities. I think that In the recent past, you have been questioning your capabilities in the work area. Things may not have been working out like you would have liked them to work out, but I think as a result, there is some healing that is going on, that is happening here. And that healing is being aided by another person. And this other person is really helping you come up with new grand ideas. There is a chance here for an adjustment, or there's an adjustment that needs to be made here. The first thing that we can do is we can ask ourselves, what is my dream job? What is my dream career? And then ask, what is it that I need, or what needs to happen in order for me to obtain that dream position? As soon as you ask those questions and are able to answer those questions, opportunities to achieve that goal or achieve that dream is coming in. It's looking like there is someone in your professional life, in your public life, in your career life that is really wanting to partner with you, to pair with you, to help you heal, to help you dream bigger and better. You know, what Tony Robbins, I don't know if any of you have ever listened to Tony Robbins, but he has a saying that I really do love, and it really does resonate for this situation. It's like, in order to achieve our dreams, we must dream bigger, or we must dream big enough to include everyone else's dreams as well. And so, if we're dreaming, if we're coming up with ideas, if we're planning, and we're wanting to reap what we sow, we need to sow enough harvest, a big enough harvest that everyone's going to be able to eat, that everyone's going to have the ability to realize or actualize their dreams. It's sources telling you, dream bigger, dream bigger. Look, you are creating something from, you're recreating something, and you're achieving emotional fulfillment. And your emotional fulfillment is coming from co-partnering, co-creating with someone where everyone can have their dreams realized. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. And then we have the Three of Cups, the celebration of the harvest. And so there's the bringing in of the harvest, and then we have the celebration of the harvest. And here again, it's about working together and co creating, realizing our dreamers, and helping others realize their dreams as well. And the Hierophant, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher education. The Eight of Wands, quick and sudden changes. And these quick and sudden changes are bringing in lots of opportunities. If we look closer at that Eight of Wands, we can see all these little growths, all these little sprouts, and each one of those sprouts is a new opportunity. Followed by the King of Wands, mastering our passions, mastering our desires. Again, there is a new person. It would not surprise me if you have two new people coming in for you. We are entering into a little bit of Gemini, and Gemini is things that come in pairs. It's the Gemini is the twin. And so There's a new person coming in your professional life, in your public life, and then there's a new person coming in your private life. And this new person that's coming into your social circle, and it's going to seem, as this person comes in, it's almost going to seem random, that they're r- random, unexpected. But this new person coming in definitely has the potential of becoming a romantic partner or a lifelong friend, someone that is wanting to celebrate your successes, someone that has the knowledge to help you achieve the harvest, achieve the goals, someone new, someone fresh that wants to help you celebrate. And I think that this person, you want to help this person celebrate as well. It's like, I think you have a common goal or a common interest in mind. And it's this love or this common interest that you share when you're working together, when you're talking about this, when you're sharing that. It's like you want this person to succeed and this person wants you to succeed, and you're going to feed off of each other and feed into each other. And as you're feeding into each other, it's going to create more opportunities for growth. Wow, you are the water signs. You are in a very, very creative energy. And this energy is really bringing about big changes. And I love that this positive energy is happening for you during the Mercury retrograde. As with the in the Mercury retrograde, things kind of go slow. And I think that this apparent time slowdown is a gift for you as you are in the energy of multiplying. And so, as you're in the energy of multiplying, of brainstorming and being creative and coming up with creative ideas, really, that is when we want things to kind of seem to slow down so we can pay attention to the details, and so we can get all of our ducks in a row. Sometimes, if things are really going fast and they just kind of skyrocket, we don't always have a chance to set a firm foundation. But this slow moving, positive, creative energy is of change, is one in order for you to create a solid foundation for your future and for the future of others. You are really just surrounded by a lot of positive people here. Hi, Ashai. Okay. Somebody hid something from you. Okay. And what is your question? What is your question about something that is hidden? Always, if you believe that someone is hiding something from you, trust your intuition. What do you believe that Sajab is hiding from you? What do you believe is being hidden from you? Thank you, Spirit. And I guess if we're looking at the cards on the table, I'm not seeing where anything has been hidden or is being hidden. So you would just like to ask a yes or no question. Is that correct? And the yes or no question is Sahib hiding something from you? And so that is really kind of a general question, a general statement. You want to ask a more direct question because Sahib may be hiding several things from you or keeping several things from you. And some of those things may be positive and some of those things may be negative. And so you may get a yes or no answer, but you may get a yes or no answer to the wrong something that is hidden. So if you can be a little more direct about what is hidden, you can get more of a definitive answer. Something is Sanjay hiding something about a third party? Yes or no? Is something being hidden about a third party? Yes or no? Thank you, Spirit. Yes or no? One card, please. Yes or no? There almost was one coming out. Third party, yes or no? And we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. It looks like that answer is yes. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener. And then we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, we see someone looking back, looking over our shoulders, questioning. Something hidden is something is not as it appears. Moving on to quieter. Okay. And so I did say yes. And then as we're reading these final thoughts, final messages, it does look like there is a thief. The Page of Swords can represent a thief, but I see someone looking back over their shoulder. There's a mistrust here. And then we have the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess card can indicate that someone is not who they appear to be, that someone is disguising their true identity. And that is followed by the Six of Swords, which is the river Styx, the crossing of the river Styx. And we see that there are people crossing the river Styx in the boat. It's moving on, a transition, a painful transition. And then we have the Four of Cups. And so I do see that there is a third party involved. I see this relationship ending, and this relationship ending very painfully. And this is a gift to you in disguise. I think as time goes by and things move forward, you are going to be very grateful that you are not in a relationship with Sahib. I think Sahib is really not the person that they're pretending to be, and you're going to be glad that you are not in a relationship with them. Yes, that was for you, Ashi. Is it a she or a sha? Yes, that was for you. Your person is not who they say they are. I see your relationship ending. I see you happy that this relationship has ended. And is it Minaxi? What is the feeling of Hishisha for Meenakshi. Feelings for Meenakshi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, please do move on. And you're going to be very grateful in the future that you have moved on, as I think that your person is not who they say they are. And as time goes on, they are going to reveal their true self. And you're going to be happy that you are not with this person. But it is going to take some time, some patience, and some transition before that happens. Thank you, Spirit. And let's see here. Meenakshi. And so, Meenakshi, it looks like your person is focusing on you. Your person, is it Hindasha, is very focused on you and is looking at you. That is their feelings. Their feelings are that they would like to, their feelings are they would like to explore your relationship further. Thank you, Spirit. I know it's very hard when we love someone and they do not love us back. It's very difficult, but we can never love a person enough to where they will love us back. That is a very painful love, and no one deserves to be in a relationship like that. 7 current feelings. Okay. At Pushka, like 7 current feelings. Okay. So the current feelings for Pushka, I hope I'm saying that correctly. My tongue does not always cooperate. And the Emperor card, they would like to rule over you. So is it Priskai, Priyynka? It looks like your person wants to rule over you. Your question needs to be, or how you need to look at that then, if they are ruling over you, what kind of ruler are they? Yes, do step back. Most definitely do try to step back. Again, this whole bottom row here for you, Asha, was, I believe, your message. And so we did pull a card. We pulled the 10 of Cups in reversed that said that this was not your person. And then we had the Thief card, the looking back over your shoulder. We had someone not being who that they say they are. We have the crossing of the river Styx, which is emotional disturbance, emotional unhappiness. And then we see the gift. But when we initially look at this 4, we can see this person is really not happy with the gift that the universe is bringing in. This person is really looking at the 3 of Cups here when the real gift is right here. But they're really worried and focused on things that are not meant for them. And so that is indicating to me that you are really dodging the bullet here, and that in the future you're going to be very happy that the 2 of you are not together. And the more distance that you can put between you and this person, I believe the happier you are going to be. Yes, that's any yes, and when we're in a one-sided love relationship, which it sounds like this is, that is very painful. That kind of love, that one-sided love, is probably the most painful thing that we as people on this planet can experience. We pour and pour and pour our energy and pour our love into a person, and it's like they just take it and they scatter it in the wind, or they even spill it on the ground. They don't appreciate it and they don't love us in return, and it really just drains us. It really just drains us. No one deserves that. That's, I've experienced that, and I think that we've all experienced that type of love from time to time, and it's a growing process. It's something that we learn. It's like we have such a capacity to love that it's hard for us to understand that not everyone has that capacity to love. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the signs of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And as a water signs are very emotional signs. They are ruled by their emotions. And they are water signs, we are naturally inclined to be more sensitive to ourselves and more sensitive to the needs of others. We are very deep and very intuitive. And that's why many times I'll say, if you're getting a feeling that someone is hiding something from you, or if you're getting a feeling that maybe you shouldn't be trusting a person or trusting what a person is saying, that is your intuition. And you are very intuitive. Trust your intuition and follow your intuition. It's always a good idea to vet or to verify your intuition, verifying what you're thinking or feeling. Um, but yes, and so, I think that the tarot, the horoscopes, and even family members and even friends, if we can let them know what we're thinking or what we are feeling, and they can vet that for us and really help us sort that out. And, as a water sign, we have a tendency to be really home orientated. It's like we want home and we want family more so than if we want work or career or even travel. Our first and foremost thought is always home and family. And what can we do for our home and family? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. That does seem to be, it does look like there is a third party. Yes, it does look like there is another person. And I will say that 4 years is a long time to be in a relationship. But I think, you know, the first year of any relationship really tends to be the honeymoon stage. Anyone can pretend for a year. Anyone can pretend for a year and say and do things and be something they are not for a year. But after that initial year, that's when the honeymoon is over. And that's when we begin to see the red flags. And that's when we begin to see um, everything that people have been trying to hide from us. It's like they can't hide their secrets anymore. Their secrets start to ooze out. And so, to a certain degree, after we see or after we find that a person isn't who that they said they were or isn't who they were pretending to be, that they're a totally different person, that there was something that they had in disguise from us. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, and so um, after that honeymoon stage, usually it takes a little bit of time for us to take those rose colored glasses off. But I have a very distinct feeling that for the past 3 years of your 4 year relationship, it's just been gradually getting worse. And you gradually see more and more things. Okay. Hi, Mary. Welcome to my channel, Mary Hernandez. Thank you. And uh, Mary, was there a question or was there something that you might want to find some clarity on? Yes. Yes, and sometimes they will do things like that in a hurry before the truth starts to come out. Yes, um, that can be one way that people try to entrap us. And so, Mary, what is your zodiac sign? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener today. And so, again, speaking of the water signs, the water signs are the yin of the yin and yang. And so, as a water sign, you're really looking for someone that is the yang, which is someone that can complement you. Thank you, Spirit. What to do in your career. And so, if we go back to the beginning of the year, it looks like, Asha, you have a new person coming in for you, a new work partner, a new working relationship that is someone that you are going to be able to speak with, someone that really wants your career to take off. It's like they're going to be sponsoring you. They're going to take you under their wing and really help you manifest, really help you create the career that you would like to create. But it does need to start with you asking two questions of yourself. The first question that you would like to ask yourself is, what do you really want to do for your career? If you could have any career, if you could have any job, what would that be? And then after you ask that question, you want to ask yourself, what needs to happen in order for me to manifest that career? As soon as you answer both of those questions, source spirit is going to send someone into your life. Synchronicities are going to happen and someone is going to come into your life that is going to help you achieve that. But you must first know what you want and how you can get that. Okay, so Mary, between Jed and Calvin, um, if that choice is left up to you and you're having a difficult time answering whether it is Jed or whether it is Calvin, I would say neither one of those people are for you. When it is our person, we know. When it is our person, it's not a matter of choice. It's not a matter if it should be one person or another. When it is our person, we know. I will also say, Mary, if by chance you let both Judd and Calvin go, and one of those people is your person, they will come back to you. If something is meant for us, it will continually come back into our lives. Thank you. Okay, so now we are looking at Raja, and Raja is wanting to know about an unexpected windfall, an unexpected gain. And he is, or they are, I'm just making assumptions here. Thank you. And that is February 28th. Let's go right here. And that is an Aquarius. Let's go right here. And so, Aquarius, you have had a lot of positive energy coming in for you. And this is your year. Your whole year has been one of manifestation and windfalls. But I think what may be throwing you off a little bit is that there was a past debt that was due, a past debt that became due, or a surprise debt that came due that was more than you thought it was going to be. And because that debt was more than you thought it was going to be, it's really throwing you off of your game. But what you can do is to handle that debt. I think as soon as you take handle and as soon as you take responsibility for that debt and repayment of that debt and how you're going to repay that debt, you're going to reflect that to the universe, and the universe is going to reflect that back to you. But it's going to have to be something that you work for to pay that debt off. You're not going to be able to pay that debt off through a windfall or a surprised amount of money. Okay. You've tested the connection. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. And so, did you test your connection or did you test their connection? Okay, what is this here? And so in these cards, I did not get any indication of black magic. My thoughts on magic and even my thoughts on black magic is that the only power, the only control that people have over us or is the power or control that we give them. And so if you believe that someone is performing black magic on you, you can do a protective spell. You can do a protective prayer. You can build a protective energy field through meditation. And, you can counter negative energy with your own positive energy. But that is something that we can do for ourselves. That is not something necessarily that we can do for other people. For example, if you think that your person is being lured away or you think your person is being controlled by black magic, they have to take steps for themselves to break that, to cut that tie, to cut that energy. There's nothing that you can do for them. Yes. And so again, in order for black magic to work, to break a relationship, someone in that relationship wanted it to be broken. If you're in a good, strong, healthy relationship and both people want that relationship, there is no amount of black magic that can break that relationship.